Great stories built with narrative design follow a familiar format. They are born out of a massive, undeniable change in the world, a change that is having a serious impact on a specific audience. The goal of narrative design is to help the reader adapt to this change through a new game. The storyteller acknowledges the game and why it's so hard. The storyteller delivers concrete solutions to those challenges. Let's dive into a few concrete examples of narrative design, including the one I helped develop at HubSpot, the flywheel. In this chapter, we'll break down these narratives and focus on the individual steps of each. Let's start with a CPG brand and one of my favorites, Michelob Ultra, the Anheuser-Busch beer brand. The American beer market is massive, with a huge total addressable market. However, it's also extremely crowded. Macro brands like Bud Light, Coors Light, and Miller Lite eat up the majority of the space. Those brands are big, but their growth, it's flat. All the growth in the market is from the craft beer brands. These brands have been stealing market share from the big brands for years. All of these macro light beer brands have the same look, feel, and message, and they have for years. Sure, they have slightly different features, but ultimately they offer the exact same product, story, and value prop, except for one brand. There is one brand in the top 5 that is different, very different. Well, the product is the same, but the story is radically different. And it's the only brand of the big 5 that is actually growing. It's Michelob Ultra. Michelob used to be a very bad beer brand, stuck in the long tail of failing beer brands while Miller Lite and Bud Light swallowed the lion's share of the market, until they realized that a change in the world was happening and started thinking radically different about their story. In 2002, they developed Michelob Ultra, a diet beer aimed at 25 to 34-year-olds who cared about their health and fitness. Beer is literally extra calories. In what world would anyone consider it a health drink? That is an audacious story, but it worked. Michelob had identified a real change in the world, and they told their audience how to adapt to it through their advertising campaigns. Instead of drinking beer while watching football, the game the other brands tell you to play, they said you should work out, run, hit the gym, cycle, then have a Michelob Ultra with your friends. You've earned it. And to help you stay fit, their beer is very light on calories. Spend some time watching Michelob Ultra commercials on YouTube and think about how different they are from the status quo. It'll help open your mind to narrative design. I can't think of a company that has so radically shifted their story away from what was happening in their category. I don't know exactly how the team at Michelob Ultra developed their story, but it mirrors narrative design to a T. Quick reminder on narrative design. These stories are born out of a massive change in the world, a change that is having a serious impact on a specific audience. The goal of the narrative is to help the reader adapt to the change through a new game. The storyteller acknowledges the game is hard and why. The storyteller delivers concrete solutions to those challenges. Okay, that being said, let's break down the Michelob Ultra story. A massive, undeniable change in the world. People care about their health and fitness more than ever today. The impact that is having on a specific audience. 25 to 34-year-olds care about their physical fitness more and are getting involved in social gyms and social sports groups. Those folks are living better lives, at least on Instagram. How you should adapt to the new game. You should start working out while hanging out with your friends. Join this club. Why it's so hard? You still want to hang out with your friends and drink beer, but beer is high calories and calories you don't need. Solution? Michelob Ultra is the lowest calorie beer. It's a health drink. Michelob Ultra told a story that broke through. And as you can see, they use this narrative design structure to root their story in a massive change in the world and one that would really connect with their audience. And as a result, they're growing faster than everyone else, and they're the only beer brand in their space with a unique, interesting story that's breaking through the noise.